저는 안내리듬으로 precisarem입니다. Before we get into today's video, I have to apologize for not being active for these past weeks or month. The reason for that is that I have been really busy with school, work and a bunch of other things that have been making my life a bit complicated, but now I'm back and for that I'm really sorry guys. I hope you understand and thank you for still supporting me through everything. You guys rock. I look so tired. Anyway, so for today's video, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now, and it's a video about how I did to get into a Korean university, the process and everything, but instead of me telling you, I'm just gonna be answering some of your questions on that matter. So I'm gonna be answering some of the questions that you guys sent me. Alright, so for the first question is, so are you an exchange student or are you fully studying? A lot of people think I'm an exchange student, but no, I've been in the campus for a while now, about 1.5 years now, and 2 more years to go. I am actually a full-time student. So the second question would be, are you in Korea with a KGSP scholarship or do you have any other type of scholarship? Okay, for those who don't know, KGSP is the Korean Global Scholarship Program. It's provided by the Korean government and it selects the students through the embassies. So if you have a Korean embassy in your country, which obviously you do, then that embassy is going to be the one that takes the process of picking up some students based on a few factors, and then the government itself will provide the scholarship to you. Usually this is either for undergraduate or graduate programs, not lasting more than about, let's say, 4 years. But no, I do not have a KGSP because for what I wanted to do, a KGSP would not work. But because for those who don't know, KGSP also is a bit limited, so you might not be able to, for example, work. In some cases, I have some friends that cannot work. You might not be able to choose more than the fields that they give you through the scholarship. But it's a really good program. I'm not saying it is not, but for me personally it would not work, because in the KGSP you have these certain fields that you can choose from, but other than that they do not give you many more options. It depends a lot on the person, it depends a lot on what you want, the factors, the conditions and everything. So, other scholarship, yes, I still do have a scholarship, though the scholarship I have is given to me by my university, and that scholarship depends on a few things. It depends on either, there are some scholarships that universities themselves provide, and they depend on either, for example, financial needs or your grades, which is the most important, obviously. And yeah, so each university will have its own scholarship for usually foreign students, if they have a big demand of foreign students, and they can have some options. I do have that one scholarship because I kill myself studying, and still it's very complicated to get it in most of the cases. But still guys, don't I don't want to make you sad, depressed or like anxious or anything, because there are so many different kind of things and possibilities that you just have to search for it. I cannot give you an exact answer. You really need to search for it, because before I came to Korea, before I came to study in Korea, I had to go through a long process of searching different kind of universities. There are opportunities, there are scholarships, everything. If you guys want to go to engineering school or something that is a bit more hardcore, let's say, not taking any value from any other field, then you will have to be more strict with yourself. For example, in my case, I needed a lot of recommendation letters. I'm not joking. I asked for like different kinds of professors from high school, middle school. Like I think I submitted, no joke, this is serious, I submitted about 8 letters of recommendation to the university from my professors. It was like a long hard work that I had to go through those years, getting the documents, wasting some money on getting those documents, originals and all of that, and then getting the grades, studying to get the grades that I needed, and studying for the English test, because if you're not from an English speaking country, you will have to give the proof that you either took TOEFL or IELTS. And for those who don't know, TOEFL is the American-based English proficiency test, and IELTS is the British English-based proficiency test. So it doesn't matter which one you take. I personally took TOEFL, and your score, some universities will demand quite a really good score depending on the university. Again, this is something you should check, what the university demands and what are the things you must do for your own major, because each major is a bit different. I hope I speak so much. I hope I did answer your question, okay? So the next question is almost the same thing that I just said now, and is how do I start? So as I told you, depending on where you are right now, it doesn't really necessarily mean that you should have started like a few years ago. It depends a lot, again, on your major, what you want to do. If you do not want to apply for, if you are curious about just the culture and you wanted to check out how it is like to study here, then my biggest advice would be to apply. If you are already in university in your home country, apply to an exchange program. And a lot of students, a lot of my friends are from exchange programs, and you might get in much more easily. And if you're not, if you want to actually study full-time, then I guess you have to, it takes some preparation. It's like, it's not something that is like, oh, I want to go to Korea now and I'm gonna apply now and that's it, and like they have to accept me. Again, it took a lot of work for me because of the major I wanted to get in, but for you it might be easier depending on the circumstances, depending on the major you want to. And my advice would be, first, be sure that you know what you want, okay? Like in life it's like that, you have to know what you want, because if you don't know what you want, then it's just gonna be a mess and you are not gonna know which way you should go, okay? So first of all, make sure that the field you want to go is that one, and then after knowing that, after knowing all your possibilities and considering everything, then make sure that you go to the internet or ask the embassy. That's what I did. I did go to the internet a lot. I asked the embassy firstly, and I had to do the work by myself basically. So I did contact a lot of universities, send a lot of emails with your questions, with your conditions. No, not conditions, just send the university a lot of questions, the universities you are interested in. Check each university's programs, check each university's respective fields and respective career prospects and all of that. So basically I would just advise you to go on your own, go to the websites. They usually have, most universities that are used to receiving foreign students, they have a lot of English explanations, PDFs and all of that you're gonna need. After that, just honestly start collecting what you need to do. Start working for it, because the basic things are gonna be the same for every university, like the English test or Korean test. At the time I was not yet very good at the Korean test, and I didn't have much time to take it, so I ended up taking the English test, and I had to take a score higher than what my university requested, so I ended up doing that. Thankfully it went all well. So check the requirements. There are basic requirements for every Korean students, and start getting them ready. Making sure, this is very important, making sure that you know the dates to apply, because each university has different dates that you should apply.